Seeing Mariah May debut, like I saw the rumors. I was like, and when I watched her in AEW with Toni Storm, I was like, she would be great in NXT.
Little altercation or whatever she had with Natty when she was getting that belt. I'm like, girl, you're ready going for jugular.
And like, Natty the one. That's why like getting released from WWE does not mean like it doesn't have to mean your career is completely over, because there's TNA, like now there's Evolve. Evolve looks fun. Just customize the caution briefcase now, get it ready, get the website page ready so it could go live.
Queen PR, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG. Black excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite girls, those wrestling girls. It's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen PR.
And for those of you who can see, this was not planned.
Not even a little bit.
Not planned at all.
Not even a little bit.
But, I mean, I'm the triplet between her. I'm kind of the triplet. So it makes sense that we're wearing the same Stone Cold shirt.
Oh my God. And I wasn't even going to wear this shirt today. That's a funny thing. Me neither. I was going to wear what I wore yesterday. Because sneakerheads, y'all know, you ever wear an outfit and you're like, damn, a better pair of sneakers would have matched with this. So yesterday I was intentional at, I'm going to wear my purple Rhea Ripley shirt with my purple Air Max. And it just came together and I was like, wait, why didn't I wear that for fucking recording? Right. So then I ended up wearing this. And then you go wearing that.
Because all the other ones that I have, I feel like I'll wear those more so for like around the house, laundry, cleaning, or if I'm doing like TWG congregates or something like that. But I'm like, you know what? I got to go out today. Let me put up Stone Cold. There you go. That's you. And now look, we over here. We're going to be raising hell today. Okay?
Yes, I love it. I love it. Shout out to Storyline Tees.
Yes, for sure.
Because that is where we got these dope ass shirts.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like Stone Cold Steve Austin Hellraiser is definitely, first of all, Hellraiser is definitely the perfect title for the show, because we're definitely going to raise hell today, because there's a lot that we need to talk about, and the whole episode might be sounding off because
it's definitely been one of those weeks for sure. And I cannot wait to get into all of it, but just some random news because it dropped on my way here.
That it's hot outside, and we actually here on the Wednesday.
I know, which is great. Like, I was very excited. I was like, 83?
83.
Okay.
It's good to see you.
All right. Let me get my sunglasses on.
Okay.
It's not news. It's just like ridiculous, and I just have to like comment on it. But AEW tonight is 4 hours long.
Oh, well, mine.
4 hours long.
Think I should do it with me.
I'm like, why would anybody want to watch AEW for 4 hours? And I really had to ask, like, are the hardcore fans excited about this? Because I even, like, if Triple H announced that Raw was going to be like 4 hours or SmackDown was going to be 4 hours, I would even be like,
I'm gonna catch the recap. I'm gonna catch the recap.
Yeah, just was getting me with the 3 hours on a Monday night. So imagine like a fourth hour, and at least with WWE, I of course would be a little bit more interested, but I think they would make that 4 hours worthwhile.
But my thing is that what can they possibly conjure up for 4 hours? Like,
where I'm tuned in.
Like, I don't know. Well, this is because I don't know storylines. Like, I really check out. Like, I don't know what's going on or what. But from what I've watched, it's just like, what can you really?
It's sad because I really do try. And I always say I'm glad AEW exists. Those that love it, great. Keep it in business, because I keep our faves cooking while we waiting for them to come home. But I try to like tune in a little bit, so at least I know what's going on with the women for the show. But even then, I'm like, I'm gonna just have to go online the next Wednesday mornings and get a rundown. And it's funny because, and we can start with this because it leads into it. One of my favorite storylines in AEW, and there's not many, was Mariah May and Toni Storm.
That's a fact.
And I was just like, wow, like Mariah May is really, really good. And, you know, Toni Storm, I think, is the best thing that ever came out of that company. Or Jade Cargill too. But she's like cooking it in WWE. But seeing Mariah May debut, like I saw the rumors. I was like, and when I watched her in AEW with Toni Storm, I was like, she would be great in NXT.
Yeah,
she has everything it takes to be like a WWE superstar, and she definitely used that opportunity in AEW to prove it, which is another reason why I'm glad AEW exists, because a lot of wrestlers were able to do that. But were you surprised? Are you? I
wasn't surprised. Sis? I was definitely excited for her. But I've been saying that she was going to go to WWE. She's going to go to NXT. I've been saying it. I'm like, I feel like sometimes AEW can kind of give off that what was that OVW feel? I guess that's what it was, Ohio Valley Wrestling or whatever. It kind of gives that off sometimes. So once you leave from there, you step up into the big league.
Wait, hold on. You just compare AEW to OVW.
What I'm saying, and
I just think that's hilarious.
I mean, I guess I am comparing or whatever, because I know that we have, like, before, that was like our NXT in that time, and it was still kind of developmental. So in certain instances, AEW sometimes gives developmental. Fight your mama, don't fight me. It does. So,
and the crazy thing too, is like all the legends. Maybe legends is too strong a word, but like stars that went through AEW first,
right?
Like the Ricky Saints and Penta.
Page. Oh, Penta.
Like people like that
Ray
that
Phoenix.
were like in AEW at one point. You're like, wait, this megastar was in AEW and I wasn't captivated by them there. And then it's like, oh wait, something about that WWE glow that is just like
it's
insane.
A glow up.
And I think Mariah May, like if you would have just tuned into NXT for the first time, like she doesn't even seem like the new girl. Like I don't know, she just fits to me so perfectly.
Fit like a glove
in NXT. Like so, and she's already hitting at wanting a title shot with Jacy Jayne.
That's good.
I'm here for it. I still don't know how I feel about her as champion.
I feel like she would have a great championship run. I do feel like
Jacy Jayne.
I thought you meant Mariah May.
Oh no, I think she would do well with it. Yeah,
Jacy Jayne. I mean, I feel like we just got to give her time. Like she definitely been scratching and clawing for a long time or whatever. We just got to give her time to see what she does, because she could surprise us. She could definitely surprise us.
And she's good on the mic.
She's really good on the mic. Yeah.
And the way she won, like I think it like makes sense.
It makes sense. First of all, we know Fallon Henley is turning. We know for a fact that Fallon Henley is going to turn.
I really like her.
Me too.
I really like her. Like something about her that is like, okay, I want to see her win.
Yeah.
Like get far. But yeah, I think the NXT women's scene, even with like Stephanie and Julia and Jordan, most likely is gonna get called up. Like, I'm still excited about what they're doing down there. I do miss Metaphor.
Definitely miss Metaphor. Because I haven't seen Lash since.
I haven't either, and that scares me because sometimes with tag teams, if your partner leaves, sometimes the other tag team partner gets kind of like lost in the shuffle.
But I don't think she gets lost in the shuffle because of how she was such a standout at the top of the year, or even last year. She was such a standout. So I don't think she's going to get lost. Okay. I just think they need to find something to do with her.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be hard, but sometimes with creative, sometimes you get that writer's block, sometimes you get these
like
things
prioritize
that
other superstars.
Yeah, it's just things that come into play where it's just like, oh snap, your time is coming, but not right now. Yeah. Your time is not now.
Especially when you think you're on that road, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, everything looks different now. You're like, okay.
Yes, you just got to be patient. I'm rooting for Lash, rooting for all the women.
Me too. So much potential.
In NXT, and WWE, and wrestling period. Just rooting for them all. But being that we're kind of on the vein of this AEW, WWE conversation, so there's supposed to be a hair for hair match?
Yes. With I think Thunder Rosa challenged Britt Baker for a hair versus hair.
Whose hair? Like,
that's the thing. Like, who?
Not saying whose hair, like who would lose, but it's just like whose hair. Like these two are really going to be willing to shave their heads if one of them loses.
Give me a good old ball cap.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'll give you layers.
I'll take it off when I get home.
Listen, okay, I'll give you layers.
But like,
you're not cutting my hair.
No.
What?
No. I mean, it's a sick visual. Like, just thinking of, but I feel like they don't never be like cue ball. Like, I want to see somebody get their head shaved like And I don't even want to think about seeing either one of them. Like,
it's crazy.
No.
It's crazy. It's wild. Like, people were already upset at the Britt Baker face when she was all bloody when she had that match with Thunder Rosa. Now you want to go for a hair match?
Jesus. Then I'm wondering too, like, do they need like an attraction for All In? Because they got to fill that stadium. And I mean, I can't think of anything
about All In.
That's like, ooh, you know, because that's like,
not the ooh, you know,
that's how they. I guess that's how AEW.
No, I get it. I understand, but I will never. I will probably never sit and be like, hey, yeah, let's watch this, that, and that. You know,
Yeah, July 12th. That is when All In Texas is. And there are some things on the card, you know, Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm. I've been waiting for them to cross paths. As soon as Mercedes came in, I wanted her to face everyone basically she used to wrestle in WWE. Another thing that they could have just done so much better, but I get it. So that's a match. We'll probably have another championship match. So if that hair versus hair match, like, imagine that main events or something. Like, I mean, I doubt it, because I feel like Moxley is not gonna want to main event that.
Moxley is warped. He needs to come home.
I know.
He needs to be unbrainwashed.
It's really honestly sad to see.
It's sad to see.
It's sad to see. Like, I really hope like your vision is realized, like, and he does come back. Like, bro,
like, I get it.
It's
like,
a
when
different company
when
now.
You leave, when he left, I got it. When he left, like, he was having the most fun he can have, because Mr. Redacted was not allowing him to do half, if not any of the things that he's able to do in AEW. But my thing is that when is enough?
Right.
Like, you get it. You can be classified as a hardcore champion or hardcore legend now,
he
too.
Does some
you can be up there with Mick Foley. You can be up there with Sabu, R.I.P. You can be up there with RVD. You can be up there with Terry Funk.
Yeah.
All right, but when is enough?
Yeah, and I think that's when he should come back. Like, when he's done all the... Because the thing is, how far are you going to take it on fucking network television?
Definitely pushing 40, if not in your 40s already.
Like, you gotta reach your limit at some point. And then once that happens, then you could come back to WWE and have your little one-offs and come back with the Shield.
Bring the Shield back. Like, that's it.
That would be so amazing. Because you have Seth Rollins, who's a different... I feel like he's a completely different, like, character.
Everybody's different.
The tribal chief, and then Moxley, like, not like Dean Ambrose, but like Mox, like,
and Moxley
more himself.
Yeah, like,
oh my God, Krista,
like,
that would be amazing.
Listen, y'all better mark time stamp this when we have this, when they do it, and be like, oh, those wrestling girls said it first and did, and did.
Oh my God, that'll be amazing. So we did have a lot of black girl magic.
Okay.
Happening. You posted about the new Women's Evolve champion.
I did.
Callie Armstrong. She looks like a star already.
She does. She really does. Shout out to Callie Armstrong.
Yeah. Congratulations, girl.
And I just like how automatically she's just like dominate, but she's also trying to make her spot known. So the little incident or little altercation or whatever she had with Natty, where she was getting that belt, I'm like, girl, you're already going for jugular.
And like, Natty the one.
Okay, Natty the one. Now.
So I can definitely see her, doing more and more and more. And I like, she was in a fatal 4-way elimination. And I didn't realize, like, that Kylie Ray was in Evolve. And that's dope, because she, she's had a journey. So good for her. And Wendy Chu, which I like seeing that.
Yeah.
I like seeing that, because I thought she was funny in NXT.
I just feel like I don't want these women to get lost in the shuffle, like in gimmicks or, because sometimes you could have a gimmick and it works, and sometimes you can have a gimmick and it doesn't work. And that whole scary, slumber party thing when you had going on, it wasn't working for me. It was definitely a no for me, dog. But
it was confusing too.
Yeah, it was just like, because what are you, or who are you, or why are you? It was just like, the who, what, where, when, whys, and hows of that character.
It was very hard to connect the dots.
Yeah, it was no connection there. It was cool for like the Halloween Havoc side or whatever. But but it was good to see them. Yeah. And evolve, that was a good fatal 4-way match, and Callie Armstrong became the victor. So congratulations to Callie. I wonder what's next for them. Like, what does this mean, being that she's the first ever women's Evolve champion?
That has to be cool.
Does it give her a spot or a leg up to go to NXT or? Well, I'm sure NXT, because it'll probably be too early for her to come up to the main roster. So I guess we just have to wait and see on what's next for Miss Armstrong and for the other women in Evolve.
Yeah.
Not just her. Everybody put on the show.
Definitely fits in there. And I see some other WWE people. I love it. That is really, really dope. Dope for them. That's why, like, getting released from WWE does not mean, like, it doesn't have to mean your career is completely over, because there's TNA, like now there's Evolve. Evolve looks fun to me.
It do. Shout out to Rosenberg.
Yes. Shout out to Rosenberg. That's exactly the vibe.
If you watch this, Rosenberg, I'm sorry, you're a commentator.
Yes. Look, opportunities for like really cool people.
For everybody.
Yeah, I love that. But another like up and coming Black girl, Tyra May Steele. So she defeated Ariana Grace in her debut. Like, okay, girl,
and
I see you.
Fun fact: P and I were there at LFG when she won.
We were
there. Only because it happened right before NXT in New York took
it was
place.
A really good timing.
So we were there. We saw it. We knew. We couldn't tell you sorry.
Congratulations,
girl.
Very well deserved.
And Ariana Grace just made history with her dad in TNA being the first father-daughter tag team.
So cute. And I love Santino.
Santino's amazing.
And they're both funny. Like, I love that she's naturally funny too.
I think I was watching this clip of Chris Van Vliet. Shout out to Chris Van Vliet. He got over 2 billion views on YouTube. So shout out to him. He was interviewing Santino Marella, and he was talking about how he was like intentionally pronouncing everybody's names wrong. I love it. And I'm like, oh my God, I could only imagine how he would say our names.
Oh my God.
Like, Santino, if you see this clip, please let me know how you would say Krista B and Queen PR intentionally wrong.
Oh,
I need all of y'all to tag Santino so he can say it for us. That would be
so funny. He just always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And anytime I see his daughter, I'm like, yeah, she's funny. She's funny. And I like that kind of history too, especially like with a father-daughter. Because, we've seen Ray and Dominic and Dusty Rhodes and his son.
Well, we also had Natty and Anvil.
They wrestled on a tag team?
Well, not wrestled on a tag team, but it's still that legacy there. Oh, you mean wrestled on a tag team?
Yeah, as a tag team. Because we've seen like the father-son combo, but we never really seen like the father-daughter combo.
But it's funny because you watch these interviews and stuff, and a lot of the guys be like, yeah, no, I don't want my daughter wrestling.
I mean, I don't want my it's a rough business.
I get it.
So I can, especially like the old school wrestling, nah, my daughter's coming nowhere near this shit.
My children not coming in. Forget the daughters, the sons too.
Yo.
Find something else to go play with.
That reminds me of that Sandman episode of Dark Side.
Go play with something safe.
His wife and son were talking about like being on the road and then imagine ECW locker rooms like back then. Oh no! And then finally she was like, "Yeah, we just couldn't do it anymore." And I'm like, "Oh,
was
okay.
Cute.
I'm sorry, your 10-year-old son wasn't comfortable in the ECW locker room on the road with the wrestlers,
right? The wrestlers.
Oh, okay.
The wrestlers.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It was so, cute, but that's it.
Your future son or daughter, they come to you and they're like,
"Oh, we out.
I think I want to wrestle."
We out. We're out.
All right. Let's start figuring this out.
I already told Chris. I said, "Hey, we're gonna be watching Monday Night Raw, watching SmackDown. Because I'm like, you can't tell me no when I'm pregnant.
Period.
Like what?
Period.
But most definitely, if they want to pursue, first of all, to be honest, we had this conversation. Whatever our children are passionate about, whatever it may be that can turn out to be a positive thing for them, we're going to support it.
Right.
110%.
Right.
Now, if my kid decide they want to do this, that, and the third, and want to continue to waste my money, hey, you got to pay me that
different. But see, the thing about wrestling is you have to be passionate about it, or you might as well just not do it because you're literally putting your body on the line.
Yeah.
Like, you're risking your life to fucking take bumps.
Truly.
So if you don't really want to do that, and oh God, what was I listening to? And they were talking about, like, just 2 years ago, how much money they were making, like, traveling for, like, $25 match, like, to get paid, like, $25 for a match and shit like that. So if you want to put your body on the line,
you really got
that kind of money.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you really got to be into it. And it's like, also, like, what else are you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What else are you doing? But I think wrestling now is such a safer environment too. Like, I feel more, like, I would feel more comfortable, like, okay, if they going on a road with WWE, as opposed to, like, the stories that we hear. I'm like,
I mean, we still don't know what they could be. Listen,
it's still
it
crazy.
may be safer now, but then 20 years from now, we're in our
20 years from now,
it's crazy when we're in and we don't look like though. We could probably
I'm gonna look just like this.
Okay, period. That could probably be new Dark Side episodes. We'd be like, yo,
nah,
we lived through this. Like, so we don't know what
crazy.
happens on the road or whatever. We don't know. But I'm sure, like I said before, whatever my child or children want to pursue, if they feel like they want to be a wrestler, if they feel like they want to pursue it, go ahead, go. Don't ask your mom to take bumps though, because I got a bad back.
We're gonna be right in the front row cheering you
on.
But it all, like, kind of comes down to also, like, how you raise your kids.
Yeah,
because I know, like, our children would be out here in this wrestling world knowing how to fucking handle themselves, make smart decisions. Like,
first of all, it's not even the fact of being out here in this wrestling world. They're gonna be out in his world because our kids are gonna know how to fight.
Right. They're gonna be in these streets. They already gonna know what's up.
They're gonna know how to defend themselves.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, going on a road in they, like, 20s is gonna be, like, light work.
Because I can't, I realized I can't have no baby. Like, my babies have to be born in New York.
No, they have to definitely be raised in New York. They have to be able to protect themselves because you never know, like, what could happen out here. Like, Liv Morgan's stalker.
Oh yeah,
did
got
you hear
arrested.
about that?
Yeah, came to the performance center.
They thought her main stalker was, like, in jail. Come to find out,
it was him. To the performance center with bags and bags of stuff.
Terrifying,
child.
Terrifying. You know, like, and like, Liv Morgan is one of those wrestlers that have, like, those weirdo fans that, like, have imaginary relationships with her and stuff like that.
Character gives 730. That's why.
What that mean?
Crazy.
Oh, I'm like,
not
what
wrapped
that mean?
too tight. Like, her character gives that. So once something, and these people are gonna see, oh, that's real.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, we can. First of all, remember when Liv Morgan's in Riot Squad? She's over here jumping at people, got the blue tongue.
And she, like, she gives off, her character gives off,
yeah.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe, as in, like, hi, la la la. But kind of find out, like, Liv is probably the most private person. You can't tag her on Instagram. She lives on a fucking farm in the middle of nowhere. Like, and it sucks because she comes to work and she does what she has to do.
And she leaves.
And she, like, connecting with fans shouldn't lead to you being in danger.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, like, when it sucks. And to be able to get that close to the performance center is wild.
I don't understand. I would never understand why they felt like that was okay. Why people just feel like they don't, like, boundaries don't apply to them.
Right.
Like, are you dumb?
Well, let me
stop. Sorry.
Most people
Sorry.
are. But we do have Money in the Bank this weekend. And the match is set. We kind of already talked about our prediction. We are really, like,
we already wanted Naomi
come on,
to win
I want
her
the
match.
Just customize the caution briefcase now. Get it ready. Get the website page ready so it could go live.
Right, okay.
Like, let's just do what we gotta do now.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I do think it's gonna be a really good match. Alexa Bliss, Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, a lot of newbies. So Naomi, I think, has been in the most Money in the Bank ladder matches in this match. And Alexa Bliss, former winner. So they're gonna have to, like, really kind of hold it down.
I do think that Naomi's gonna take it.
Me too.
I feel like it's definitely her time. But can I have the floor real quick?
Of course.
Girl. Now, you know you my girl. You know I love you. I love you down. You know I love you. But, baby, you cross them boundaries you shouldn't be crossing. Like, going to Bianca trying to beg for friend, good, fine, do what you got to do. But over here, including her mama and her daddy, showing up at the house.
And I thought you was talking about something else she did.
I mean, we didn't get to really address it the last time. I mean, it happened after we recorded, so...
Yeah, but she did some other wild shit.
Oh, no, I'm going to get to the raisin and the cake.
Yeah, because that's what I thought she was going to say, because I'm just like, that was like whoa,
no, girl, I'm going to get to the raisin and the birthday cake. I'm going to get to the fact that you over here busting up your eyes and blaming Jade on it. Like, girl, you're begging for a friend. We're not beg friend, okay? Like... chill. We don't beg friends.
That's a lot.
That's a lot happening. Like, who told you about the raisins in the cake? Because, you know, out here, bitches used to put razor blades in their hair, put it under their tongue.
You cut it.
You eat it.
You eat it. You get a piece first.
You get a piece first. Because, girl, she's taking 730 to another level.
She's going there.
She's going there.
She's been commenting on stuff.
Yes.
Like, it's just so crazy.
I love you. Nay, I love you. Naomi, I love you. You know you were family, you sis, all day, every day. But I'm going to tell you when you're wrong. And baby, you were wrong. If there's some things you got to say, if there's some things you got to get off your chest, if there's your truth you got to tell, then tell it. We all waiting. But don't be doing all of that. Like, don't do all of that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's crazy. Give Bianca back her favorite stuffed teddy bear that you said you took out the room. And stop leaving bear cans everywhere. And leave the mama alone. She is healing. Don't be coming for nobody mama like that. You won't want nobody come for your mama like that. Chill, girl, chill. Your time is coming. We will know everything that you need to have to say. We are here to listen when the time comes. All right, I'm done.
Okay. She needed that.
I did. I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying Naomi needed that, but I'm glad that you benefited from that as well, because it's hard to see family fighting like this, but it's also like, girl, hold it down. You don't want them to know you pressed. But she's pressed. I cannot wait for Bianca to she's like, girl, call me.
Hey, Montez, happy birthday. Can I slide through?
I mean, if you didn't get the initial invite, Naomi, like, you just gonna have to sit this one out. Like, I'm sorry, like, like, it is what it is. But I did want to talk about Bianca and Montez, because I think it is so cute, the little birthday thing that they did. Like, I love that. And I also didn't realize us and Montez are the exact same age. He's born in 1990.
Yo, the fact that we're older than him by a couple of months, it's crazy.
I'm like, wait, oh my God, 35? I'm like, we the same age.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, insane.
Next time I'll be like, hey, little brother. Oh, no, I'm not. I will never.
Hey, little bro.
I wouldn't do that. Not you taller than me and whatnot. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I was like, 35? You only 35?
Yep. And I think Bianca
she's
is
36.
36.
She's a year.
Okay.
So I'm just like,
we all in that same group. But yeah, that was cute.
Too and whatnot. I was just really confused because the way that you look, your physique, your height and everything, it's just like, you're a man. Like, not even trying to say it was like some flirtatious or whatever. Like, you're like the 35-year-old men that I know. We don't look 35.
No.
You don't look 35, but I would have thought you was older just because you're in wrestling. Like, I would have given you 37.
And for like longer than people probably even realize.
Yeah, like I would have given him 37 for sure.
37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never gave him 35.
Same. I definitely would have thought the same thing. But are you ready for Money in the Bank on Saturday? Me too. Absolutely. That's always like one of my favorite matches with the women. Like, it's just fun. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just a fun match. They try to do like cool stuff. Please be careful.
I think this is the first one that Liv Morgan is not in.
Oh, wow.
It may be one of her first ones she's not in.
I really thought they was gonna put her in.
Me too.
Just cause, but
I just don't get why champions are fighting for
those
spots
type of things, right? Yeah, it's
like,
very confusing.
I'm just so confused. This is what I don't like. That's one thing I've always said I don't like.
Me neither, because why aren't you using other women, giving other women that's in fucking catering that opportunity, and then have the champion do something with another woman, giving another woman an opportunity? Like, y'all gonna have to start building shit up for Evolution.
They need a bigger creative team,
you know.
Honestly,
I think they do, because I think y'all are adding to other things. But are y'all adding, like, is every show and every division getting the same
treatment,
amount of attention that I think it needs? Like, it just sucks too, because it's a detriment to the wrestlers. Like, it's like, because you just have to show up every day ready, hoping that they have something for you. Like, imagine going to work every day. Like, that has to be so, but like, listen, you have to have a certain mind. You still get paid. But like, imagine being signed to WWE for like a year, doing that grueling ass travel schedule, and like never making it on TV.
That's true.
Like, and then, but you have to always be ready. That's the thing with WWE. Like, you still got to show up with your gear, show up ready to be on TV. And then, we don't have anything for you today. Remember Total Divas? Those backstage segments used to be so hard. Like, that scene of when their match got cut at 29. And when you see, like, oh shit, the match got cut. Like, you don't think about, like, what these human beings are feeling. Like, in that moment when they're also told that a match got cut. Like, they're like, oh, fuck, I got this gear. It's WrestleMania. You get gear made. You fly your family out sometimes. You know, it's a big thing. So it's nice to see women getting more opportunities, but I would love to see them get more opportunities. And it's making me very interested in what Evolution's going to end up being like.
Facts.
And I don't, unfortunately, like, I'm not as excited as I was for the first one, because
it took too long.
And it just feels like kind of like let's throw it on that weekend kind of thing. Like, it doesn't have that same special aura that the first one had.
AEW's All In. Remember, we was thinking about doing the road trip or whatever to where All In was at. And now you got Evolution. And I'm thinking the road trip down there. Like,
where is it?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Good brunch, good food, good drinks.
See, I've never been to Atlanta either.
You gonna have to edit that part. You can't be saying that on
I've said it before. That's why I wanted to go to Bad Blood.
You never been to Atlanta.
I've never been to Atlanta. The twice I was supposed to go, once for a conference, one for something else. I want to say a concert, and then like it just happened that I didn't end up going. So Evolution will be a good opportunity to go.
Yeah, I think so. And I feel like for us, it would be, I don't know, if it was some would be full circle for us, because, you know, the very first Those Wrestling Girls episode came out the day after, but also it's not the same time frame. Like,
it's like the summer.
It's summer, hot in Atlanta. The cuties gonna be out.
Ooh,
but anyway, sorry, my squirrel is on. It just doesn't bring, like you said, it doesn't bring that same feel like it was back in 2018 or whatever the case would be like that, because, again, it was colder. It was in November. It was October, November that happened.
Yep, late October.
It was October 28th. Yes, it was October 28th. And we were just like, that really got us hyped. Like, that put something in our back to be like, all right, we recorded
really did.
This.
It was like the perfect, you know, everything kind of came together perfectly. And it felt like we were talking last week about like how it felt being there, how it felt, you know, all of that. And then this year it kind of just feels like it kind of feels like a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, it came, first of all, it came too long. And then it felt like something like, that was just something that they kept dangling in our face.
That's all right. Here y'all go. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Like,
we're probably never going to do it again.
Now it's like, okay, cool.
Oh, God. Yeah. What if it's like, remember when they tried to bring back ECW?
Oh, no. We're not going to wish that on nothing.
You know, like, where it's like, oh, my God, people wanted it so bad. And then when it finally got there, then it was just like, this is not what I want.
Yeah, it's because, I guess, new management, like how things is ran, because the things that went on this week, we need a moment of silence real fast. Okay.
Crazy.
The things that went on this week. We started June on a Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. I'm on my way to church, trying to get my blessings and praises on, okay? And we get hit with this bombshell that R-Truth has been released from the WWE. He's been with this company since 1999.
Wow.
I remember him being with Road Dogg when they was used to rap together in the very beginning. And then, you know, he was the only wrestler that nobody had to write or be, like, you didn't have to be creative for him, because he was creative for himself. We recently seen Truth at the Mark Henry party, which was lit. Truth was in my Hot 97 Now video. So I had to post him on my Twitter because it was just like, he gave us so much. Like, he made us laugh until we cried. Laugh some more. People probably peed. I don't know. But it's like, for you to release somebody with a caliber such as R-Truth, where you didn't really have to do much for him. He could just come out and be that comedic fix that can break the tension up between something real quick. Like when he thought he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
There's so many funny fucking R-Truth moments.
Or when he thought that the Royal Rumble was the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh my God.
Like, it's
when
just
he
so
fucking
funny.
broke Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Like, that's how you know. Like, the way he kept calling Ciampa and what's his name, Gargano Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Yes, that was like hilarious. Oh God, we could literally go on and on. Like when he kept thinking everybody was Carmella when they was
when he came out dressed like Carmella.
Anyone blonde, yes.
Came out dressed like, I think we should have an R-Truth appreciation episode. Where we want the callers to call in, and we are serious about this. And I feel like this one will live exclusively on our Patreon. So we want the callers to call in to give us their best R-Truth memories. It feels like a death.
It doesn't, but I know
in
what
a
you
sense
mean.
of, not saying that he physically died, because God forbid.
No,
but in a sense of like in wrestling world, like when it was happening, everybody was just like, the emotions that you experience when you feel like your favorite person has passed away. You get anger, you get sadness, you get the whole of Twitter, especially Black Twitter. First, people are still in denial.
I was hoping that he got April Fool's confused, because I was like, okay, it's June 1st. So I was like, okay, R-Truth. But then when wrestlers started commenting and tweeting, that's when I was just like, oh shit, this is fucking real.
And I don't like the fact that they weren't
allowing.
they didn't even mention it on Monday Night Raw. Like Rhea Ripley,
they don't really mention releases.
Yes, they do. Sometimes they do, and the commentators, sometimes they do.
Oh, I don't ever recall them acknowledging releases. Like I recall it being like retirements, yes, but not like, we didn't such and such contract didn't get renewed or something like that.
Rhea Ripley had on the R-Truth shirt. She couldn't wear it on TV. She didn't wear it on TV. Even Carlito's another one who's about to be his contract is up and whatever. Dominic Mysterio had on a Carlito shirt, but you really couldn't tell because it was like kind of wrinkled up or whatever. But those who will be literally watching on Twitter noticed that he had a Carlito shirt on.
I do appreciate the support, because I probably would have did the same fucking thing. And it's more just like seeing people lose their jobs too, which is unfortunate. Like what I am hoping happens is they sign him to a Legends R-Truth to a Legends deal, because he has always been, an ambassador for the company. Like he, does a lot backstage. He was very well liked, obviously. Like everyone was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, that's where it comes in where I say it feels like kind of a death in a sense. It's like not the death of his career, but it's just like that once you have that bubbly personality, that person who kind of was just like the jokester, everything.
The one that makes, like, he's gonna be terribly missed.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Backstage,
that's what I mean when I say
and traveling and like all of that. Like they're gonna feel that like void. Like it's gonna be a long time. Like from what people
feel that void.
Are saying about him, and it's like really unfortunate, and it sucks too, because WWE is a wrestling entertainment company, and we get emotionally invested in these people. Like we, I just always assumed R-Truth would be like a lifer. Like he would always be back, like if they need to do a little piece backstage, they could always get R-Truth to do something funny real quick and make everybody laugh or come out. Like sometimes if you're at shows like during the commercials and stuff, sometimes R-Truth comes out and he'll just hype the crowd up. Like he was that type of person. So
but it also makes me think too, like maybe it was something that he was tired of doing backstage.
And that's possible,
and that's okay
too. And like WWE unfortunately is also a $1 billion corporation, and cost cutting happens. And sometimes with somebody like R-Truth, who has the tenure that he has, they probably didn't want to continue paying him as much as he was making. Like, And it came down to, okay, we could offer you. I don't know if this is true because, of course, all these Twitter accounts is posting all of these fucking narratives about what happened. And it's always like, okay, so is anyone that actually knows? Because even like Coach tried to like say something about it. And
Coach is
hella people commented like, Cap, no, this is not what happened. Because all Coach said, it was like, my sources. Okay.
I'm starting not to like Coach.
I know.
I'm starting not to like
him. And he
him.
just seems very like bitter.
He's so bitter. He a bitter baby
if you're
mother.
gonna make and you're gonna make your career now bashing a place that you worked for like 20 years, like I'm sorry, that's just like whack to me.
He was the one who was like, oh yeah, Vince no longer speaks to Stephanie and Triple H. And
how you know?
Right, how
you out
know?
of all people know that?
Because
one of the like private fan, like they barely ever, like we see them on TV, but like nobody knows the interworkings of their fucking relationships.
Right.
Who like, so you, Coach, out of all people
would know who's speaking to who. Right.
Make it make sense.
Child, talk to your mama. Don't talk to us.
Make it make sense.
I'm confused.
But we was talking about the McMahons. And we have these Stone Cold Steve Austin shirts on. Mm-hmm. And it's, like, obviously Vince is canceled, blah, blah, blah. But growing up in the Attitude Era, like, it was really fun watching their family on TV. Mm-hmm. And it definitely helped the Attitude Era get to, like, where it got to, for sure.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
I was like, you couldn't tell me Stephanie was not
a slut?
Oh. I was gonna say like a part of our family when she first debuted, but
I'm sorry. I mean, because everybody was calling her.
Okay. Okay.
That's what everybody was calling her.
That's just the last thing I thought she was going to say. And also, like, having an arena, like, yelled at you're a slut is crazy.
But she loved every minute of it. Like, she's such a good sport about everything.
She loved being a villain. Mm-hmm. Loved being a villain. And now it's like, you're so loved that it's just like, oh, unless you, like, become, like, general manager again and just really do some fuck shit. Then it's like, I love you, Steph, but
Stephanie is done. She like, listen, I'll appear for Paul because I
like her podcast too.
Oh, I love her podcast.
It's like super
it's really
cute. That show was cute. I was really into it.
I was just watching the clip of
that has to be fun for her.
I was just watching the clip where she was talking to Dom about the villain. Mm-hmm. I was trying to say it in Spanish, but it's not working for me right now. Tattoo on his neck, mm-hmm. and he's like talking about how his wife's uncle, they're all Portuguese, and they're mm-hmm. old school, and he was like basically, oh, you got all these tattoos. He was like, yeah. He goes, just don't get the neck, and Dom took it as, why would you tell me not to? So now I'm gonna go get it. Man. Hit up his whole tattoo artist and was like, I'll be in Vegas at 5.
Oh my God.
So they sat there. He tried to figure it out. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to get villain in Spanish.
You might as well, because you're probably going to get your ass. Well, no, just kidding. Because my nephew, he just turned 17 yesterday. Talked about some crazy. A couple months ago, he wanted to get a tattoo on his neck. We were like, absolutely fucking not. You're not going to be out here looking like Cody Rhodes and that horrible ass fucking tattoo. Like, me and Latrice watch it sometimes because I do love a man in a well-fitted suit. Like, it's just like, yes. But that tattoo is like distracting. Like, I can't even like give you my props because it's like the tattoo. And it's like, even if he would have got it like a little small, it's just like the placement is weird. Like, no.
I feel like the dream tattoo should have been on his neck, and that tattoo should have been on his chest.
Actually a chest tattoo. Like mm-hmm. that. Yes, boom. That would have looked right on your little bicep.
I saw this meme where it said that tattoos is just adult stickers on how you get through life. So I need more adult stickers.
I'm totally fine with that.
I need more adult
can they
stickers.
be the cost of stickers?
Oh, please.
And then,
I'll get more,
shit.
Okay?
I mean, I would love that. I mean, shit, what the fuck? If I want to put something pretty, make me feel good, like, why
not?
An
adult stick. I need an adult stick. I need another one. I have 4. I need another one.
It's about that time.
It's about that time.
I wanted to get one in
Vegas.
Me
too.
But
Uber took the money.
Everything. Uber was
Uber took the money. Uber, you owe us.
Very much so. All right, so let's take some time. Maybe should we end the show with a hot take question?
Absolutely.
About the Attitude Era? Because it's very much on brand for those wrestling girls, and we just so happen to be wearing
the same
Stone
exact
Cold
shirt,
shirts, which is so crazy because, like I said, it was not planned.
Listen, well, let me tell you, when P and I, we don't speak in the morning. Like if we do speak, it's via WhatsApp. Hey, good morning. How are you? How you feeling? Get to see you. Can't wait to see you. This, then, third. Check your email. This, then, third. We never discuss what we're going to wear. We never discuss. Like, only time you hear us discussing clothes on this show is if it's a Wale Mania. But that's the way now, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. But we on theme today.
We had a twin thing happening
today.
That's what it was.
Okay. So I'm going to choose one of these random questions about the Attitude Era.
Okay.
Let's just get into this one then. Would Stone Cold's rise have been as successful without the Mr. McMahon foil?
No. Easy no.
Elaborate.
Mr. McMahon and Stone Cold was the epitome, of the Attitude Era. And it was during a time where, you know, these big bully nasty bosses was being portrayed on TV and everywhere, and everybody just came home talking about, oh, I hate my boss and this, that, but I couldn't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it because, you know, you got to get your money, you got to feed your kids, you got to feed your family. But Austin was like, fuck the boss, and I'm still going to feed my family. And he epitomized, it's okay to say F you to the boss. It's okay to speak your mind and be opinionated. Now, don't put your hands on them, because that may be a different situation for those who are not in this world of professional wrestling. But because of that, it just drew more people. Like, remember how we was like, oh, we like to watch wrestling because although we can't hit people, we can like virtually like let our frustrations out because our favorite wrestlers are hitting people. That's what that was, and that's what that is. So had not had been for that, I don't think his feud or his climb would have been as powerful and impactful as it was because of that. Like, everybody goes to the, oh yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, and WrestleMania 13, and you know he passed out in that blood or whatever. To me, honestly, and I'm going to be very honest, and I feel like Brian H. Waters is going to come for me for this. I feel like that match was mid.
Oh wow.
I feel like that match was mid. I feel like there were other matches on that card that were somewhat better than that, but also at the same time, it was also the 90s. We were not yet into the Attitude Era, so we was watching what we were given. Now, if I probably go back and watch that match, I'll probably change my mind. But I feel like everybody was just so amazed by Stone Cold's strength and the fact that he never tapped out. He just passed out. But
and you got to think too, like, watching it in that time, it wasn't like done.
Yeah.
So you really was like, oh wow, like he really, you know, never gave up.
He went night,
like he
nigga.
never quit. Like he never, you know, like that was what happened. So you had to kind of like live it. But now you see that shit all the fucking time. And that's the like thing too, because that match also started the Attitude Era in a way, because walking into that match, another thing that we probably seen for the first time was the babyface walk into the match, the heel walk into the match, and then them leaving the match
as a
like
heel.
Completely reverse. And that takes really talented wrestlers to do that. So I do feel like he would have still became a big star, but I think the McMahon feud made him like a mega star pop culture phenomenon.
That's what I mean. Like,
and like helped, you know, basically save WWE from going out of business.
Sure. That's what I mean. Like, he would have been a big
but
star.
I do feel like he would have, I think his character type would have still gotten over because of the era that we was in. Like, he was rebellious. He didn't give up. Like, he was the anti-hero where we're not supposed to like him.
But we like
everything he was doing, like, we're not supposed to like someone that is like beating the shit
babyface
out of their boss. Like, we're not supposed to like someone who you're talking to them and they're literally gonna put the middle finger in your face and not give a fuck like what you saying. Like, so that personality type, us cheering him was already different for that time. So I do feel like he would have gotten to that point, because then at that time, then they just started modeling everyone. Like, The Rock, yeah, he's a babyface, but he's kind of a jerk.
The Rock is an asshole.
You know what I'm saying? But like, we love that about him.
Yeah.
Yes, please get on the mic and violate. Please, you know, talk shit about all these people. DX, we're not supposed to like DX. Like, they're crew, they're this, they're that. Like, everything at that time, I think, was doing that. And then Stone Cold, I think, just like kind of took that to another level.
I think if it just felt for us, and this is just me speaking on us, I think for us during that time, it just felt so New York. You know, like, it just felt so raunchy. So because we were still, again, the best fucking era to grow up in was the 90s, okay?
Yeah.
It was just like everybody was wearing like the baggy clothes, and you know, the right people were wearing the right things, because once the others started to wear it, that's when it became okay. Yeah. Anyway, but it was just like, that was something for us. Like, so to add that layer on, it was just like, yeah, this is New York. Like, we like the disrespect. Like, give us the disrespect, because
up to your, like,
once we give it back, don't be mad. Right. And that's exactly what Stone Cold did. Like, Vince would disrespect. Once Stone Cold gave it back, don't be mad.
And I'm gonna be me.
I'm gonna be me about it. You know,
because we gotta think of the other things Stone Cold did at that time, like the Mike Tyson stuff.
Yep,
like, it still had, like, you know, Vince was still involved in that too, but what other character you could have put up against Mike Tyson in the 90s? It would have felt like.
It wouldn't have been.
Like, oh shit, like when they was about to pop off in the ring, like, as a kid, it did feel like they might just pop it off. Like, oh shit, when Mike Tyson's crazy ass, like, he's suspended from boxing for being crazy.
And he was at the top of the boxing era, like.
Crazy. And the first ring he stepped into was a WWE ring, which is why, like, it's so wild to think about. But I mean, I do feel like with wrestling, you have to have good dance partners. Like, I never want to put somebody's wrestling career on one person, but that feud changed everything.
Yeah, it changed everything. So yeah, absolutely.
That definitely changed everything. And it's funny because when I got back into wrestling, I was like looking back at that Bret Hart and Stone Cold match. I'm like, oh, okay. And then you rewatch it, like understanding more of their perspectives and like listening to Bret Hart's book, and it's like, okay, then you like kind of look at it a lot differently, because also like behind the scenes, like that switch is also happening behind the scenes too, where it's like, oh shit, this new guy's coming up, like let me be the one to put him over as opposed to like anybody else, because you want to still kind of be in that, you know. And you know, Bret Hart, I think he's the best person, the best wrestler ever, and needs to be involved in everything. And that's why we love him. That is exactly why we love him. So this list also gave this question, and I forgot about this match. But I don't think oh my God. Vince versus Shane at WrestleMania. Were the McMahons too involved in certain storylines at a certain point? Yeah.
For sure. I vaguely remember the Vince and Shane match. I more so remember the Vince and Stephanie match.
That was insane.
Brutal, insane.
That was so crazy. Another thing about the Attitude Era where like certain things were like so normalized, and like, because now if like a father started like if Santino started like hitting our, like that shit would be kind of like, oh my, but back then
calling the people,
but
calling
like,
CPS, even in that grown age, you calling CPS and the cops.
It would be so like, oh my God, like Santino versus, like that sounds crazy now, but back then it just was like, of course they're eventually gonna have a like. Everything was so crazy back then.
That wasn't even, that's Shane, that's Stephanie and Vincent wasn't even Attitude Era. That was like Ruthless Aggression or something. That was later on. That was like 2005, I believe, 4 or 5.
Still
that's
that
still
era.
Crazy,
Ruthless Aggression shit is almost just as
crazy. Way worse.
The shit they was doing in Ruthless Aggression, not just as, but there was also extremely questionable things that happened in Ruthless Aggression era. Like, insane.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into
like, but now, like that shit just would not fly at all.
Absolutely not.
You know? And then there was also that, like, as a kid too, thinking like it could be real too. So you're just like, oh my God, this white family is fucking crazy
as hell.
I do think after a while they just inserted themselves in like every storyline, and it was just like, oh, okay, this was cool, but
y'all don't need to be all the time.
Yeah, no,
y'all need to be all the time. So yeah, the McMahons definitely inserted themselves. Linda was like, I'm out.
Yeah, this was cute.
Yeah, Linda was like, I'm gone.
This was cute.
Shane was like, Daddy doesn't love me. I'm out.
Ooh.
Sorry.
A couple times.
I
would like to see Shane back.
I would too.
Oh my God.
Again.
I have to.
I was just watching the clip where he returned when Stephanie was about to read that proclamation thing.
That was fun.
I remember I was.
That was.
I was mad I missed it.
As I was getting back into watching it every week and that happened, and I was like, oh, because I always loved Shane. Like, ever since I was a kid, I was just like, I love him so much. I love his music. Like, I'm always going to root for Shane. He's a Capricorn. I'm like, yes, that's my bro. But when he came back at WrestleMania 39, oh my God. Like, when I say grand opening, grand closing, like, I've watched things where crazy shit like that happens, like, so quick, you're like, what the fuck? But to be there and being like, wait, what happened? Because that was one of the biggest pops I've ever been in the stadium for. Shit. Like, when his music hit, like, because I, of course, am going insane now because I'm just like, oh my God, Shane is here.
I didn't get a video, no nothing.
And
didn't record nothing.
No, because it happened that quick. Like, literally, the Miz was talking. You went to the bathroom because we thought it was going to be a low moment. So the Miz got in the ring because he was hosting, and I'm just like, then all of a sudden, Shane's music hit, and we're like we all lost our minds. And he lost his quad, and then it was just like, wait, what?
He lost his quad,
and then the Miz, and the professional that he is, and then Snoop had to do what he had to do, and then you came out like, I was like, oh my God, yo, you missed it! Like, yo, the craziest shit just fucking happened.
I was literally talking to Jamel Hill.
That's crazy.
Like having a whole conversation with Jamel Hill, mind you. Where we sitting there, you can usually we heard nothing
That's
to the
so
sort. Like
wild.
we heard the most that I heard was the boos coming from the men because their line for the bathroom was so long.
Oh, I love looking at that. And the girls
was like, we was just
walking in that shit
boo,
like
boo, boo. And then I spoke to Jamel Hill, and literally we heard nothing from the outside. I'm like, maybe it was destined for us to have that conversation, and everything was supposed to.
Maybe,
but we heard nothing from the outside. I'm like, oh, maybe, my gosh,
because that was one of those one of those moments that like you don't forget, just because also it happened so fucking fast. Like, it was just like, wait, oh, okay. And rewatching it, they definitely like cut it in certain ways. So that's another reason why I'm glad I was there live, because it's just like, wait, what? But yeah, shout out to Shane. I remember there were rumors that he was like backstage having meetings with, I think it's true, but like he was having meetings with AEW, not meaning that he's about to work there or anything. But I mean, if Tony Khan is smart, I would tap into that. Like, that makes so much sense. And I'm sure Shane is like ready to make his own calls in a wrestling, company that he can like have full autonomy in, as opposed to like always having to answer to like another McMahon, basically. But that would be the smartest thing that they could do, because honestly, I don't know what the fuck they're doing now. But it's really fun going back and thinking about the Attitude Era and those moments, because yeah, get the sweatshirt. For when it's cold again.
When it's cold out again. Because we loving this weather.
It's beautiful here in New York. And hopefully it's beautiful the SummerSlam weekend when everybody's coming to New York for 2 nights of SummerSlam. And stay tuned, because we got some surprises coming for you for that weekend. But yeah, I'm ready for the summer to finally kick off. I'm ready for Money in the Bank. It's going to be a good time.
Right. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you call our hotline, 929-269-2501. Give us your hot takes. We are serious about the R-Truth. Whatever you want to say about R-Truth, we want you to let us know in our inbox. Fill it up with R-Truth comments, favorite memories and stuff, because this is a R-Truth Stand podcast, okay? And we don't take none of that happened to him. We don't appreciate it. But we appreciate you, R-Truth. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you're following Revolt Podcast Network, Revolt TV. Anything Revolt, make sure you're following them, because this podcast is brought to you by the Revolt Podcast Network, and we are very much appreciative. Make sure you follow myself and Queen PR on all social media platforms. Follow those wrestling girls on all social media platforms. And on that note, it's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen PR.
And we're out of here till next time. Bye.
Queen PR, Krista B. Those wrestling girls, TWG. Black excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women and wrestling. Let's go.